Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. It is free to follow me. Free to follow me on this channel, Anonymous Tea. Free to follow me on my other channel, Anonymous Tea Podcast. There is new content over there. Follow me on the Tickety Talk at Anonymous Tea Podcast. Free to follow me on the Instagram. On the Instagram, he's at Anonymous Reality Tea. Free to share everywhere. Free to like the video so it gets out to the algorithm. Free to share with your family, your friends, and your foes, and coming or going, hit the like button. So today we're talking Real Housewives of Atlanta, and we've got to talk about a little bit of tea that was shared from courtesy of fellow YouTuber content creator House of Aaron. So shout out to him, check out his page and everything else. There's two things I want to talk about. One is he had been mentioning that he does not necessarily buy fully the fallout between PORSHA and SHAMEA, that he feels like some of it might be a storyline of sorts, because he said allegedly months after the season wrapped filming that he was told when the Real Housewives had to film that photo shoot and everything else that PORSHA and SHAMEA were very much chummy, right? So it's giving speculation as far as, you know, is this a legitimate storyline? But I have a separate video that I need to do in regards to Drew's commentary on Carlos King in regards to SHAMEA being completely and utterly messy and inappropriate. But what I wanted to get to as well is the header of Child's Play that y'all see on the thumbnail. And that is because we need to discuss the child reason that allegedly Mama Diane and SHAMEA Morton's mom fell out. Allegedly, right? And this is according to somebody who is close to the situation that provided House of Aaron with this tea. So we have been speculating for quite some time, you know, what was the cause of the fallout between SHAMEA's mom and Mama Diane? Why aren't they cool no more? Why aren't they besties anymore? Is that your bestie? Why aren't they cool? What happened? What took place? Well, allegedly, they were thick as thieves. They have like this little friendly competition thing going with each other. Like, if you get a new car, I'll get a new car. If you get a new house, I get a new house. Now, nothing on the ninja front, nothing on the man front. If anybody stole anybody's man, we don't have any tea on that, right? But it was kind of like anything you can do, I can do better. Let me one up you. You gonna get a brand new house? Okay, let me go get a brand new house. You got a new car? Let me go get a brand new car. And it's things like that. And I don't understand friendships like that, because I feel like, I don't know, it just never ends well. So nonetheless, I guess during the pandemic, Mama Diane had, you know, some daycares or whatever that she was running. However, business suffered with the pandemic, because who wants to bring their child out to these daycare centers, you know, in the pandemic with everything else? And y'all know kids get sick easily. So you add the layer of the pandemic on top of it, and these parents are like, no, my job better let me work from home, or else, or it's crickets. It is crickets out here, but I'm not taking my child to no daycare, and I'm not spending thousands of dollars a month on no daycare. No, y'all got to find another way. Otherwise, I'm working from home with my children, right? So nonetheless, I guess Diane was trying to figure out whether or not what she wanted to do with her daycare business, and it was on the brink of foreclosure. It was on the brink of being shut down and everything else, and she was confiding in SHAMEA's mom as to, you know, these issues and things that she was having with the daycare, right? Because everything that's being presented to us is, oh, SHAMEA's mom has ran daycares for years. Everybody knows who SHAMEA's mom is. She's got all this big daycare business and all of this and all of that, right? So I guess as Mama Diane is confiding in all of this, SHAMEA's mom, I guess allegedly, like snatches, just snatches away Mama Diane's business role. Just snatches it away, put SHAMEA Morton's mom business up on it, and you know, and the rest is history. And Mama Diane never spoke to SHAMEA's mom after that. See, y'all were dragging Mama Diane that she was being messy, she was being inappropriate, that the apple don't fall too far from the tree, and you better watch the dog who brings you the bone. If this is allegedly true, this adds an interesting dynamic to the SHAMEA and PORSHA friendship of it all, because I see a lot of similarities in their dynamic if the alleged dynamic between Mama Diane and SHAMEA's mom is true. That it is giving very much, we got to do the same things together, you know, or whatever, right? Because it was PORSHA that first came to us with, you know, the music, right? However, SHAMEA had been doing music, but this is the first time as a peach holder she can actually like utilize the platform to promote the music, right? Then, of course, you know, it's rumored that they had, you know, some of the same type of men with these Africans and everything out. Heck, even Phaedra was putting that out there back when SHAMEA was on, you know, the earlier seasons as a friend of. It's giving, you know, they were also into, you know, different things. You know, PORSHA marries Cordell, who was a former NFL athlete. You got SHAMEA, who used to be a former NFL cheerleader, then transitioned over to Atlanta Hawks cheerleader, and now just works for Atlanta Hawks, you know, as part of the entertainment and everything else. And it's just giving that they always have to be in each other's space doing the same thing in some capacity. And I don't know about y'all, but my like real close and real good friends, like I feel like part of the reason that our friendship has lasted so long is the fact that we're not so immersed like that in having to do the exact same thing as each other. Oh, you're gonna be in this group, I gotta be in this group too. Or you're doing this, oh, I gotta do this too. No. See, that's the thing. You can have a best friend, y'all. You can have multiple best friends. But what makes it work is you each have your own lives. You each have your own things that interest you and your own things going on. Now, if there's things you want to collaborate on here and there, but it's giving with PORSHA and SHAMEA, just like it was giving with SHAMEA's mom and Diane, allegedly, is they want to do too much stuff together. Too much stuff together is a recipe for a disaster. It is a recipe for a disaster because ultimately, at some point, somebody's going to be better than somebody else. At some point, somebody's going to have something more than somebody else. And you are wasting all this time trying to one-up each other and trying to do all this and do all that. And PORSHA thought she was doing SHAMEA a solid with this show, even if SHAMEA was just a friend of. And Candy can scream till the cows come home about how she was the reason that SHAMEA got a peach. But now that's looking very messy and very suspect and not something I would personally want to brag out with now all the alleged tea that's coming out about SHAMEA behind the scenes. But nonetheless, it is giving, I wanted the same fame and attention and fan base that PORSHA Williams has that comes from the show. And I don't think that's going to end well for SHAMEA because Angela Oakley and Drew Sidora is coming for that behind at this reunion. They are going to come for that behind at this reunion. They are going to drag and expose SHAMEA that she is not this innocent little angel who was done wrong by PORSHA and all this and all that. And we can talk about it. Listen, there's no stand-em here. There's no stand wars here. I told y'all from jump, I'm team nobody. I told y'all PORSHA has been messy. PORSHA had been shown how she feels about SHAMEA. And according to Angela Oakley might be onto something. She chose, you know, SHAMEA decided to bide her time until they finally offered her to peach. And now all of a sudden she wants to bring up issues from 10 plus years ago. Listen, y'all be surprised how many people fall out over a wedding. There's people who do not speak until this day because of a fallout over a wedding. So my thing is, if it was that serious, SHAMEA, you would not be in contact with PORSHA at all. The moment she did not go to the Kenyan traditional wedding or whatever, it would have been a wrap on the friendship. But it's also suspect to me, and it is not lost on me, that you purposely keep mentioning that you reconnected shortly after PORSHA married Cordell. So shortly after PORSHA was in her, you know, new phase of being a wife and everything else with Cordell, she at some point was on Real Housewives of Atlanta. And you just happen to come back into her life as the opportunity presents itself for PORSHA to be on a reality show. And also PORSHA has previously worked with Candy on A Mother's Love, and Candy has revealed that there is a movie coming out that they produce, her and Todd did, that SHAMEA's got to be on. Like there's too many similarities of them doing the same things. You know, PORSHA had Dish Nation, SHAMEA has the radio show or had the radio show. Like it's too much where y'all trying to do the same stuff and everything else, and it's giving low-key competition. It's giving low-key competition and everything else. But to top it off, SHAMEA wants the fanfare that PORSHA has, and I don't think this is going to work out for her the way that she wants it to. And I think it's a huge mistake, the approach that she took. She should have came in being a real friend and everything else, but all this tea that's allegedly coming out, if in fact it's true that Mama Morton sabotaged Diane's daycare business, is child's play. That is child's play. And see, again, because SHAMEA doesn't, always show everything that's happening, right? And because you're not seeing her being vocal or outspoken like you see with PORSHA, like you see with Mama Diane, you're going to think, oh, that means SHAMEA and her mom are innocent. No. Y'all got to be careful about the people who are quiet. Y'all got to be careful about quiet people too, because they could be some of the most messiest and conniving people, because basically they have a way about them that you don't see it coming. You don't see that blind side coming. You don't see that sneak attack coming. And you think, oh, they're quiet, they're nice, they're this, they're that. No. They're plotting. They are plotting on your demise. They are plotting on your takedown, y'all. So there is that for this video. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post the content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.